What's good, traders? You're welcome to the channel. So we'll be doing a forecast on what we're expecting next week from the market. So the pair we're starting with is the GBPUSD, and we can see we're starting from the monthly time frame, and we can see that the market currently on the GBPUSD, if we plot our zones, we can see that this is a zone. So we can see that this is a high of the zone, and we also have a zone here, and we can also take it down to this point here. You can see we also have a zone here. So this is on the monthly time frame. So just as we said last week, so from the monthly time frame, the market is pushing downwards. You can see for close to 2 months, the GBP/USD market has been going down. Despite it looks kind of bullish on the monthly time frame, but on the weekly time frame and daily time frame is bearish. So the market currently is bearish. So we can go down to the weekly time frame. You can see on the weekly time frame is bearish, and we can see how the market is pushing with much momentum downward. So we can see that for close to more than 4 weeks, the market has just been creating bearish weeks continuously downward. So it's up to close to 8 weeks, and we have not seen any bullish week on the GBP/USD pair. So it's strongly bearish, and we can see that market is on this zone. So this zone, market have reacted on it severally. We can see this is a rejection, a rejection, a rejection, and also a previous rejection. So possibly immediately the market breaks from this zone, and we might see something like this to see a collapse downward, or we might just see the market rejecting from this zone and push higher. That means the market might just reject here and also push higher. So we can say that the market has been consolidating around this zone though, despite this push upward though, but it has been in a consolidation state within this range for some time. So immediately the market breaks below here, that means the market is going down. But if the market follows a more bullish way by changing its trend from the weekly time frame, that means we'll be expecting bullish, but for now it's bearish. The market is all bearish from the weekly time frame. So let's go down to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is same. The daily time frame is also bearish. You can see push this zone to this point here. So the daily time frame is also bearish. This week when you're trading, if you're looking for entries on GBPUSD, if the market is unable to reject from this zone, so just look for more bearish trade. But if the market rejects from this zone, yeah, then maybe possibly just look for short term push up. But I'm not looking for this. I believe the market will have to go down for this. This is safer. Like if the market comes down from this point, then we look for sell around somewhere here. It's safer than looking for a sell around somewhere here, or maybe looking for another buy. So I'll be waiting for GBPUSD. Only when it breaks below here clearly and we have a rejection, then I'll be looking for a sell downward. So we can see we also have a minor zone here. We can see here we had a minor zone, we had a rejection, rejection, rejection. If the market also push up, maybe we might see rejection from here also, but I'm looking for this. This is what I prefer, because if you start looking for a sell around somewhere here, you know, this market is coming out from a very strong zone that has been respected several times, and anytime market is coming out from a strong zone, usually push to the next strong zone, which is here. So I prefer just looking for a trade here if the market comes below and take the market downward. So that's that on GBPUSD. So let's move to the next pair. So guys, this is DXY, which is a dollar index. Just as we stated last week, that the market is still bullish and we might see a break above this range. And if we see a break above this range, we might see price moving to the top of this point here, and we can see that this range has lasted for close to 2 years and the market has not been able to break this range. But I'm optimistic about the dollar. If we do not see any bearish push below this zone, that means the market will break above here and we can see higher movement in the market. So that's that for on the monthly time frame with the dollar index. So we can go down to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, the market is still bullish. We can see for close to how many weeks, more than 8 weeks, the market has been forming bullish candles upward without any bearish interference. So guys, so it's still bullish. We might see possible at least a rejection from this zone. We can see that this zone has been respected severally. You can see here 1, we had 2, we also had the third one, we had the fourth one, and this one was almost there. So at least there has to be a rejection. at least 1 week rejection, or maybe the market might just break it and push up, but possibly there's usually a rejection before they break above it. So if the market breaks above it, that means we'll be having a clear trend and a clear trade on EURUSD and GBPUSD. Now, if the market is able to break above this zone here, that means GBPUSD will be going down and EURUSD will be going down. So let's see how the market react from this range. So this is the top of the range in this consolidation that the market has held for a long time now. So let's see how it goes on DXY. So guys, the next pair on my list is the EURUSD. So guys, we can see the EURUSD just as we plotted it last week, staying the same, and we can see the market is on the low of this range. Now, if you flip this chart upside down, it's just the opposite of what we're having on the dollar index, which is the DXY. You can see on the dollar index is actually the market has been bullish, and we need this market to break above this consolidation to give us a direction in the market. Same as EURUSD, we can see that the EURUSD has been on a short-term downtrend from this range, but it has been consolidating though. On the monthly time frame, it has been within this range. Weekly time frame, it has been within this range, and daily time frame is on a strong downtrend. So we just want the market on the EURUSD to break below this range, and immediately it breaks below this range, we look for a retest, then we have a swing trade coming up on EURUSD. So, but for intraday trade, maybe the market might just reject from here, come to this point, reject, or possibly just break it a little bit before collapsing again. So, but on this, at least there has to be a rejection from this zone. There has to be a rejection. So I don't have anything doing with EURUSD for now because the market is on a very strong area. You can see this zone, the market rejected from it here. You can also see when the market came back to this zone, here we saw a rejection, and here we saw a rejection. So at least there has to be a rejection from this zone before we might possibly see a break. But if we see a break in it, then that means we'll have a very nice trade, which might go up to like 500 to 1,000 pip in the market. So because this range is very big in the market, so let's see how it goes, and let's see whether the market will break below here and retest, then giving us a very good trade. So the next pair I'll be going to is the EURUSDJPY, which we talked about last week. So guys, on EURUSDJPY, we said that we need the market to come down to this point here before pushing up, but we didn't see any movement like that on EURUSDJPY. So starting from the monthly time frame, just as we stated from, the market is rejecting from this zone, which has been held for close to 17 years now. Market has not been able to break this zone, and we can see the rejection for close to 3 months downward before we start seeing this bullish momentum upward. Now, this is on the monthly time frame. It's still bullish, just as we stated. Everything is still remain constant. So we just had a low and we had a higher high. So it's creating a new higher low. So immediately it creates a new higher high. That means the market is going upward. But for now, this is just a normal high it created. It has not been able to take out this high, breaking this one, and we also might see a retest before the push upward. So, but we did not see any valid entry on EURUSDJPY this week trading the market. So we were waiting for the market to come down to here. The market did not, which we waited for the market to form a W pattern to break above this neckline, this zone here, which we did not see a break above it and a retest. So the market came to this point, we're just rejecting it before it pushed downward. So this shows that the bullish momentum is very weak. So for now, I'll be leaving it since we are not seeing any bullish momentum being pushed up to the upside. The only time I'll be looking for another bullish trade on this market is when the market pushed to this point. Maybe we'll have this, then this is what I'll be looking for since the market is unable to break this zone currently. So guys, let's go to another pair, which is the AUD-USD. So the AUD-USD, I remember we drew these zones. I've not tampered it for a few weeks back. I think we said that we want the market to come back to this zone. Let me go to the daily time frame. So just as we drew, the market has been respecting it. The market broke below here, respected this zone, and also break below here. So I was actually not expecting the market to break here so easily, but it has broken it. So if we see a retest here, we might see a launch downward. So on AUD-USD, if a good retest comes to this point, we then look for a trade downward. So this trade will only be valid if the DXY breaks above this point. If the DXY is able to break above the zone and push upward like this, then I think the trade on AUD-USD will be valid. Why did I say so? Because if the DXY is unable to give us that stuff, then that means this market here will not have that much momentum of going down. Instead, it will just push up like this. Then that means the AD will start gaining power. But immediately the DXY, which is the dollar index, shows more bullish momentum. That means even though this market might retrace, it has to come down to this zone. Actually, the AUDUSD, why I'm not trading it, is that it has been on a consolidation for a very long time. We can see that there's no trend on AUDUSD. Yes, it's pushing downward, but this is actually a consolidation though. This is a consolidation. We can see this is a range that the market has been. You can see this is the low of the range, and these two parts are the middle, then this is the top of the range. So it has been in a range actually. So but it's showing high possibility of going down at least to this point here. At least to this point. So that's that on AUDUSD. So let's move to the next pair, which is gold. So guys, on gold, let's start from the monthly time frame. You can see on monthly time frame, it's still showing bullish despite the bearish momentum we are seeing. On weekly time frame, you can see that the next area of structure which the market might respect is around somewhere here. We have a zone here, around somewhere here. So the market might respect within this range. So these are the points where the market might respect. So on weekly time frame though, is starting to look bearish from the weekly perspective. Now from daily time frame is looking more bearish. So just as we stated that last week, we did not see any break above this point. We did not see any break above it. So we said last week that the only time we have to look for a trade is when it breaks above it, and we start looking for buy when it breaks above here. So we know that the daily time frame is bullish, but for now it's showing more bearish momentum. So the best thing to do is just to flow in line with it and take the market downward till the market gets to this point. So this is the next area of structure, maybe here and here. So these are the areas of structure. So on gold, I'm actually not looking for any possible trade on gold, but these are the area of structures around. I can see this is a minor zone. So it depends. Maybe the market creates new higher highs from this point, I'll be interested in following the trend of gold. If the market keeps going down, we'll need to see a rejection here. Then the market comes to here and decide where it wants to move. So on gold for now is bearish. Gold is bearish from the daily time frame and the weekly time frame. So we'll be expecting more bearish move on gold coming this week. So guys, the next pair to check on is the US30. So the Dow Jones, you can see from the weekly time frame, we are bullish. Monthly time frame, we are bullish. Monthly time frame, we are bullish, and the weekly time frame, we are having a little bit of retracement on US30. You can see that there's a little zone here, and if we clone it to this point, we clone it here, you can also see we have another level here. So these are the two critical zones for US30. So the market might just reject from this zone here. We might see a rejection from this point here upward, or we might see a deep retracement from this point here. So it depends on the confirmation the market presents. So that's on US30. So if you draw your trend line from here, we might have a possible trend line from this point here. You can see we have a possible trend line here. So it depends. So we might have a deep dive a little bit lower here before we see another bullish move upward on US30. So that's that on US30. US30 is looking bullish. So during the week, I'll be looking for bullish entries on US30. So guys, to get more information, you can join the Telegram group. You get more ideas on trading, and you also get trade ideas which you have to check whether it matches with your trading plan before you execute them. So guys, let's move to the next pair, which is USDJPY. So guys, starting from the monthly time frame on USDJPY, we can see the market is bullish, and if we zoom a little bit, we can see that we are in a zone here. So close to 30 years, the market has been unable to break this zone. We can see that the last time the market pushed to this zone was in the 90s, so around 1990. So that's when the market reached this point. So close to almost 30 years now, the market has been unable to reach this zone, and this is the first time the USDJPY is getting to that zone. So we can see from the monthly time frame, the market is bullish. I can see this is the last swing point here. So we had something like this. We had a push upward, push we had a higher high and a low equal, so we're expecting a new higher high. So you can see that because of this zone has been respected for a very long time and the market has not gotten to the so you can see that's why we had some rejection here for close to 3 months. The market was just going downward. So immediately the market pushes above this zone here, probably before next year or next year, if the market is able to push above here, then that means we are looking for good trades that might give us very sound risk to reward on USDJPY. So but for the short term view, I'm still looking bullish on USDJPY since the monthly time frame is bullish. Now going down to the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a zone here, a median zone. You see, so this is a zone and the market has already broken this zone, I think last week, and we're having a rejection. So it's also looking bullish from the weekly time frame. Daily time frame is actually looking super bullish here. You can see here we have a zone here that might look like a break and retest here. So if we draw this Fibonacci from here to here, so we have something like this here. So this is around the 50s and 60 zone. So this is a very sweet spot in the market. We can also draw our trend line from this point here. You can see this is the first touch, second touch, and the third touch. So on USDJPY, we might finally get that push upward to this point here, to the extreme of this range. On USDJPY this week, I'll be looking out for buy opportunity on USDJPY. So to get posted on when I will or if I will take this trade, just join the Telegram group and you'll be updated. But if I don't see any confirmation on it, I will ignore the trade and I will not take it. So let's go down to 4 hours. So on 4 hours, yeah, it's looking a little bit bearish, but immediately we see a change in trend in 4 hours, then we are good to go and look for buy opportunity upward. So also this trade is also decided by the dollar index. If the dollar index show more strength, bullish strength, that means we are looking for buy on the USDJPY. So that's that for this week, guys. So thank you guys for staying to the end of the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you same time next week, guys. Don't forget to also join the Telegram group to get posted on what is happening on the market, guys. Thank you.